Now we're going to make a Pokemon with PokeGen. And this is fairly easy. Let me show you. Let's have a Blaziken. Nickname. Do we want a nickname? I don't know. Blaze. Oops. Let's make it level 100. Adamant nature is just fine. Held item can be, I don't know, you can give it like an air balloon. Happiness, 255, that would be fantastic. It loves me. Ability. Now let's hold out on the ability before we do some research. We probably want it to be the Dream World ability. That would be pretty cool. You can use these down here. I generally don't mess with any of this yet. Met. Let's make it hatched. So, daycare couple. Don't put G4 because that's generation 4. Pokeball. Level 1. Today's date. Caught in a building. Now we're going to change that to this. And as egg. Hatch it in New Vima Town. This is where we hatched it. This is where we received the egg. Let's randomize its IVs. You can hit randomize however many times you want to come up with whatever result, or you can just type in manually everything that you want. Its attacks, I don't know, Blaze Kick. Let's get into that when we figure out a little more about Blaziken. Original trainer. This is where you type in your original trainer information. Andy. How about? Its ID can be 1225. And that would be a 0 before that. And anything's fine. Let's make it shiny later and generate a shiny ID. But we can't do that now until we find a PID. Let's do a little bit of research about Blaziken. Blaziken would normally have Blaze as its ability 1 and 2, because it only has one ability. It counts as 1 and 2. Its hidden ability is available, and its speed boost. So let's give it speed boost. And that won't matter if it's 1 or 2, again. And its attacks. Let's find some attacks that work for Blaziken. Maybe some egg moves because it's hatched. You can only put egg moves if it's hatched. Some egg move combinations don't work, and that's why you want to use this. This is an egg move breeding calculator. You can put in the Pokemon's name, and then the egg moves. And then it tells you exactly how to get it. But some combinations, again, are not possible. So you want to check in with this before you make them. So let's give it counter. Endure. Crush Claw. And let's give it 3 power point ups for every one of them. Now, we're going to use that calculator. Blaziken. Let's select a move. Counter. No. Counter. Endure. And Rush Claw. Okay. Continue. How to get it. This gives you all the information. Apparently it can get all of them. So let's give it those. Now to find its PID. Oh, forgot one thing. Origin. Let's make it white. It has to be black or white because it's going to have speed boost, which is a Dream World ability. You can't get Pokemon from previous generations with a Dream World ability. It will look illegitimate and will not be allowed on random matchup. So we want a Pokemon with all of these things. Ignore this, it's not. Okay. Now if you want the IVs to be exact, you hit the equals sign. So it equals this. You want it to be exact. Some IV combinations, genders, ability combinations, and nature combinations are not possible. But apparently this one is. Now we can do that. I want to show you exactly how not everything is possible. Now you can put 31s or 0s or whatever, just any combination. These are all equals. Ability 1 exactly. Search. See how nothing comes up? That means that this is not a possible combination, and so you have to be a little more lenient about things. Like maybe you wanted special attack lowered. That's fine, yeah. See, it finds one right here. 24, special attack is lowered, and ability 1. There you go. That works perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine. Now you can set it, and now I'm going to check things again. Everything looks just fine. I'm not going to give it any ribbons because event Pokemon only have ribbons in 5th generation, and Pokemon from previous generations. Extra bytes. Don't worry about that unless it's a Pokemon that is poke transferred. Don't touch this. There's really no point. But there's another utility that you can use that regulates Trashbytes, and I can show you that later. We can make one last modification. Let's make it shiny. See how it makes the new ID? Now shiny is checked. Set. If we want a Pokemon to have a specific ID, like 40, and it's not shiny, we have to change the PID. And that can be difficult. You can't find all combinations. It's not likely you'll find something exact if it's going to be. Alright, let's just. It can be either gender, any nature. We're going to be a little, just as long as, and then check shiny. Here it is, searching for a shiny version, and the first ones it comes up with it'll give you. And these are pretty good. Look at this. Look at these IVs. It's not bad. Okay. And that was that was adamant, correct? Yes, that was adamant. Now you'll have to type in adamant. There you go. These are, as far as the game's concerned, these are not clones of each other. They have different PIDs because they have different IV spreads. And just make sure you always do your research every time you make a Pokemon. You want to make sure that if it has egg moves, it's hatched. The egg moves match up and it's possible. Because some egg move combinations are not possible. That it can learn certain moves. That if you want a certain move set on it from the previous generations, you make sure it came from a previous generation, or that you make it look like it did, which I will show you. Now we can make it from, how about from Heart Gold, hatched in Heart Gold. Okay, we're going to have to change its ability back to Blaze because Speed Boost didn't exist in Heart Gold, or not for Blaziken at least. Take your couple G4, Generation 4. Let's have it in PokeTransfer. Opening bracket, PokeTransfer. Level 100. And now, since it's from Generation 4, you can change its attacks from this list, but you can have this or the new ability. So that's really up to you. You don't want to mix the two. Just right. And that is it.